What's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome to the live. I am joined by Mr. Horror, Explorer of Horror. I
Yep, yep.
always, I always call you by your old name.
Hey, I had that name for a while, man. It's understandable.
Uh, we are here, and we're gonna talk about the 2024 Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
So let's get some things out the way. Um, ever gonna ever listen to any what's the word I'm looking for? Sources.
No, no, I don't think I'm ever gonna listen to those again.
I think I stopped listening to him like in freshman year, maybe sophomore, because you said you found some that were like over the top because Meltzer was saying Okada was confirmed, Sasha was confirmed, MJF was confirmed, and I'm like, ain't no way all them people confirmed.
No, and none of that happened. So, and there was plenty of things too leading up to the Rumble where people were saying this was gonna happen, this was gonna happen, and none of that stuff ended up happening at all. Even the results that were leaked were wrong, mostly.
Mm-hmm. That's why I will always hate wrestling journalism the most because they say they're wrestling fans, but they're not,
Mm.
and it's stupid. I don't care for anything with Meltzer. I don't care for Alvarez. I don't care for any of them. I really don't because I think the one that I actually kind of like, and he's like the biggest, I will say douche is Sean. Um, he's like the only one that I actually have like credible things with because nine times out of 10 he's kind of right. Like he doesn't say like, oh yeah, Okada's confirmed. He'll just say, like, I think right before the Rumble he said something with people were like asking about Sasha, and then WWE was like, oh, we're not gonna contract temper with her, so she's probably signed with someone, probably with AEW. They just haven't debuted her yet.
Yeah, I didn't see her showing up. I mean, it was debatable, but I had heard that rumors that she'd already been signed to AEW and stuff, and I thought maybe she'd come back because of Naomi, but
And Triple H.
yeah, I'm glad. I don't really care if she comes back or not. I kind of
Yeah,
don't want her to, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll get her and MJF debuting.
man. The fact that you just said that, I'm going to get a whole bunch of Sasha fans in my comments saying, he doesn't like Sasha.
Oh yeah, look out, man. Yeah, she got a big fan.
Um, so before we get into everything, I do want to say wrestling fans are the most fickle people on earth. I have seen multiple people say this was the worst Rumble ever.
I heard that too. Yeah, people seem disappointed by it.
I think it's ridiculous the fact that, they have this high standards, and when it doesn't happen, the Rumble's terrible. Like, I'm sorry. Don't sit there and think every freaking number is going to be a surprise. Like, that's not what it's for. Like, obviously, yes, Andrade, spoiler alert, Andrade was a surprise. Naomi was a surprise. A whole bunch of things happen.
The chick from TNA was definitely a surprise.
Yeah, that chick is so good. She is one of the best in my opinion in TNA. But well, what are your thoughts on people saying it's the worst Rumble ever?
I don't understand it, man. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a lot of fun. The rumbles themselves were great. The men's rumble didn't have as many surprises as I thought it was going to have, but that doesn't mean it was a bad rumble. It was still pretty well told. A lot of the rivalries were still there. Um, Good moments. Still had some. uh, cool little parts of the Rumble that were funny and entertaining.
Or
That
true.
were, yeah, Pat McAfee. I know everybody hates, dude. People are hating that. They were like, how dare them waste a spot in the Rumble with Pat McAfee? And I'm like, as long as it's entertaining, I don't really care what they do with the Rumble, you know?
Like I don't get it, man. Like wrestling fans are the biggest haters on wrestling. Like you don't see um UFC fans saying this. You don't see football fans saying this.
No.
The biggest haters of wrestling are the fans themselves, and it's actually kind of annoying. But at the same time, what are we gonna do? Like we're kind of the only ones that actually respect it and actually, if it's bad, we'll say it's bad. If it's really good, we say it's really good, and we don't care about the backlash because I remember you told me the main reason why you kind of got out was because of obviously 2015, 2016, 2017 you weren't enjoying, and not even and the fans were not even helping because you would say something in wrestling groups and you get death threats.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happened plenty of times.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like grow up. This is a predetermined sport that we all know it's predetermined, and it is not fake. I will fight that to the day I die. Like, yes, it's predetermined, but I'm pretty sure everything's predetermined nowadays. Um,
Yeah, a lot of it is, especially if it's on TV.
yeah, and with WWE being predetermined, everyone's like, "Oh, everything's fake." I like to see you get kicked in the face or hit with a chair or slammed on that ring, because if you say, "Oh, it won't hurt," you're lying to yourself and you're lying to everyone because that
It
stuff.
ain't a cushion they're landing on.
No, it's not. It's wood,
Right. Yep.
and people are like, "Oh, it's all soft and everything." It's like, no, it's not. It hurts, and people have to realize it's predetermined doesn't mean it's fake. If you know what I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
pe- people say, "Oh, this is fake." Well, yes, it's like movies. People are like, "Oh, movies are fake." So what? It could still happen. Like a serial killer, that can happen.
Yeah. And even like people that call wrestling fake, it's stunts. It's a lot of really physical stunts that they got to make sure they do right, and they're professionals, and it has to be timed right, it has to be done right. You have to shift your body weight a certain way, otherwise it won't work.
It,
Like there's a lot that goes into wrestling.
yeah,
You know.
if you think you can just go in there and do willy dilly, you're an idiot because you do a couple moves wrong, you could either die or end up paralyzed or with a broken bone.
Mm-hmm.
And people just
You gotta be really careful.
exactly, you got to be careful and you got to know what you're doing. Um, so I personally think this was one of the better rumbles in recent times. Um, whoa,
At my PlayStation. Sorry about that.
ding. Um, but I think this is one of the better rumbles in recent times. It because I think me and you talked about it. Me and you couldn't really decide which one was better, last year's or this year's.
I really can't. I mean, there's two back to back, ironically, with the same winner, but also ironically, two really entertaining, really well done WrestleMania Royal Rumbles. I keep mixing them up, but I'm hoping it's two back to back good WrestleManias as well. That'll go good.
I think they will be with Triple H having full control finally, because if you remember last year's WrestleMania, night one was day and night two was dark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened. I
Weird.
don't I don't know if they literally said let's have an experiment where we'll have Triple H book night one and have Vince book night two, because night one was significantly better than night two.
Yeah, I think Bray also getting sick, having to step out of Mania, really put a lot of things on hold because you could tell that they were maybe like, should we bring Bray out? Should we leave him back? They were stalling a lot, and they had Bobby come out and show off his trophy. And I'm like, what are they doing here? What's going on? But you could tell like they were probably debating like, oh, should we have him wrestle? I don't know. He's still not feeling well, you know. But yeah, it was a clear difference, and I
Mhm.
could definitely see the Vince stuff. Definitely, because I feel like Triple H would have had Cody won. He believes in Cody. He's down to see Cody uh, be the next guy, and I think this year we're gonna see what should have happened last year. And I do kind of agree with people that this year is going to be twice as hard to pull off that storyline because last year it was the perfect time, it was the perfect place, it was time for the new, and they
Mhm.
decided to let Roman pass 1,000 days, which I can get it. Why have him hold off on 800 days or 900 days? Give him 1,000 days, which now he
Right.
does. But now you're going to have to figure out a whole new way to have Cody go into Mania and once again pull off that storyline. So they're going to have to. I'm really hoping they don't just rehash everything like him saying, "Oh, I've got things to do. I've got storylines to finish." Because, like, I don't know if it'll be as strong. So I want this time to be a little different. Maybe have Cody be a bit more uh
Aggressive.
aggressive, ready to fight, ready to go, more serious,
I
and
feel
we'll see.
um I feel like it's gonna be complete 180 because I feel like what's gonna happen because I remember the Raw after Mania that Cody said he told Roman, he said, the next time we meet, you will be alone. So what I'm thinking is I feel like Jimmy is eventually gonna leave him, and I think Solo's eventually gonna leave him to where he has no backup and he can't get the job done because he doesn't have the backup. Because it's always something happening in a match with him. It's like, oh, he's about to lose, a bloodline member comes out. He's about to lose, a bloodline member comes out.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat, which I don't mind because technically he is a heel, but at the same time, it gets old real quick. Like I don't remember him actually winning anything clean or anything dirty he's done. Like have him do something dirty for once. Like have him low blow someone or have him shoot, have him hit the ref. Like remember back in '09 when freaking Cena and Orton were in their rivalry freaking days and Cena was taking on Orton and it was at no I think it was like No Way Out or Elimination Chamber. It was one of the two. I think it was No Way Out. And it was a good match. And then at the end, Orton just smacked the ref and it was over. And everyone booed. Like, just do that once, you know? Like, have a good match. Well, don't do it at Mania for the love of everything. Have a good match. And, like, just have him loot, like, have him, like, just go, okay, I can't win, so I'm just going to do this. And then
Well,
smack the ref.
do you think that him and Cody should just have a normal match this year, or should they have some kind of stipulation? Like,
Well,
should
they
it be
had
no
a
holds
normal
barred or something?
they had a normal match last year. It's just the ref got taken out for it seemed like eternity.
Yeah, but I wonder if Cody would like challenge him in a no holds barred match or something,
I mean,
or Hell in a Cell, just so he can keep everybody out.
Hell in a Cell and I think yeah, Hell in a Cell would be dope and no one gets in and then a bloodline member tries to get in or they say there is no more bloodline and like it's just Roman and like yeah, something happens and maybe like they get dusty or something and like he can not say help Cody but like he's just there like rooting him on and stuff but um I am very I am very interested to see how they are going to do this with with Cody because we kind of just spoiled everything, but we'll get into everything and talk about everything. If you don't know who won already, what are you doing on the
Well, I
stream?
feel bad for the people that didn't watch the Rumble because that's all Instagram is right now. It's just
Oh, and
showing the
Facebook
winners.
and
Mm,
Facebook.
yep, and
I don't
YouTube.
have I don't have Instagram no more. I got tired of it.
Don't
Too
blame
many
me. I don't
too
blame.
many too many bots, too many ads, and just bad. So first Rumble, well, first match of the card was the women's Rumble. And you know, okay, so it's like women's rumble. Everyone's thinking, let's see what's gonna happen. First person out, Natalia.
Oh, yep, I remember.
And I literally was like, I was in the car, I was on the way back home, and I was like, ugh, nasty.
Yep, starting with Natalia.
And then Naomi came back, and I was like, oh, I marked. I marked out so much for Naomi. I was like, yes, Naomi's back. I'm so happy because I
I had a
always,
bit of a delayed reaction with her because I was like, I'm listening. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like familiar music. Is that Naomi? And then it clicked, and I'm like, oh, cool. You know.
yep. And I marked out, and I was very happy because I am a huge Naomi mark. I think she's very talented. I think she's very good in that ring. Um, and having her back is good. I always found her way better than Josh Banks. have
Kazunte.
something have something in my throat. Who did I say?
I think you're talking about Miss Monet.
Oh, that chick. Yeah, I find her way better than Sasha by hands miles. I find 95% of every women's roster better than Sasha. So I was so much happier they got Naomi over Sasha.
Me too.
And the Rumble, I think it was the Rumble kept going, and then I believe it was either number. Let me look at the numbers real quick.
There's a decent amount of surprises in the women's rumble.
There was not winners, but okay. Oh, I put 2014. Oops.
Oh God, Batista. There was no
Uh,
women's rumble back then.
there was no women's Rumble back then, people. They're not. Is someone gonna have the numbers?
When was the first women's rumble?
I think 2019.
Dang, took him that long.
It's either 2019 or 2018. Yep, this don't have. Okay, I should have wrote the numbers down. I can't remember. Let me see if I can find. I'm not gonna be able to find it, but somewhere in there, out of nowhere, the chick from TNA popped up. The chick that just beat Naomi for the women's championship.
Yep.
It was
And I didn't know who it was. I was like, who the hell is this?
Jordy Grace popped up in the women's rumble, and everyone marked, and my man was sitting here like, huh?
Dude, there were so many women in that rumble that were like from NXT and other places where I'm like, I don't know who this is, but hey.
Yeah, like when we explained it to you, like, oh, it's that chick. That chick is good.
Yeah, she looked like she definitely she looked like she was a badass, so I gotta check
Oh,
out more of her work.
she was. She is. I think you'll like her if you watch some of her old matches in TNA. But she popped up and she had the TNT title, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, holy
And they
crap!"
let her show it off for a minute. It wasn't like they cut away from the belt or anything. Like you could literally see the TNA logo and everything. It's
Yeah.
pretty neat.
So I was like, "Holy crap! Are they gonna do like a Forbidden Door with TNA? Like, which would be nice."
That'd be awesome.
Like they said something about that, and like Triple H said, "We won't talk about doors here."
Oh, damn.
I was like, "Oof, oof, Triple H, oof." But yeah, she popped up, and then a lot of NXT stars were popping up, and then the big one popped up. Help me with her name.
The big one?
The chick that they signed forever ago from AEW, Jade.
Jade Cargill.
I can never remember her last name. She popped up, and I was like, "Oh,
And she did amazing.
oh, she's good." If you've never watched her in AEW and a little bit of in WWE, this woman is good. I cannot wait for her to terrorize the roster.
Yeah, she's great.
I think she's gonna kill it. I can see her going against, honestly. I would love it if she got drafted to SmackDown and beat Io, no lie. Because I'm a little biased on Raw, so I don't want to see that happen anytime soon. But yeah, she's good. And then number 30, and everyone's like, oh, AJ Lee, and it was Liv Morgan, and everyone kind of was like, yay.
Yeah, it was cool to see her, but I definitely was waiting for AJ Lee. AJ Lee and MJF were the two where I was like, if they show up, I will freak out, you know. But the cool thing is, there's always a next year, you
Yeah,
know.
there's always a next year. But Liv did good. She eliminated Jade, which I was surprised with.
Cool moment. And then right after that, Bailey got her out.
Yep. I feel bad. I do kind of feel bad for Liv because it was back to back years where she was in the final two and then freaking got eliminated.
Yeah, no. Then she won the year before that, right? I think she won 2020 or 2021's Rumble.
Liv's never won the Rumble.
Oh, damn. That's weird. I figured she would have won by now.
No, I think the first one I can't. I want to say it was. Let me look. I'm curious now. I know she didn't win.
Charlotte won like two of them, right?
No, she won one. Thank goodness.
Okay, all right. I'm surprised I didn't have Charlotte win like 3 in a row.
Oh, that's how you get booed out of every building.
Sasha Banks, she had to have won one of them at least.
I don't think she did.
I know Asuka did.
Yeah, Asuka did. Let me look. Okay, so the first one was in 2018.
Okay.
So the first winner, I think it was Asuka. I think it just
Asuka.
Yeah, it looked like Asuka.
Because that's the year that Shinsuke won too.
Yep, it was Asuka, then Becky, then Charlotte, then Bianca, then Ronda, then Rip, and then Bianca, and now Bailey.
Bianca's won twice.
No, Bianca's won once.
Oh, okay. I thought you said her name twice.
No. So it would go with the women's. That's the men's. I don't want the men's. Oh my good lord, get out of here. So Asuka won. The runner-up was Nikki. Becky won last year. The runner-up was Charlotte. Charlotte won last year. Sasha was the runner-up. Ironic. No, it was Baszler. Not sure. It was Shayna. 2021, Belair won. Rhea was the runner-up. 2022, Ronda won. Charlotte was the runner-up. 2023, Rhea won. Liv was the runner-up. And then Bailey won this year, and Liv was the last eliminated.
Do you think Bailey's going to go back to her old gimmick, the hugger?
Nah, I don't see that happening. Shoot. I'll keep this list up so we can see the men's later on. Yeah.
So you think Bailey will just stay how she is right now?
I think she's gonna stay with her current gimmick. Honestly, had to mute my apology.
Oh no, you're fine. I thought I disconnected for a minute. I was like, oh.
Yeah. So, Liv was 30. Bailey eliminates her, and Bailey wins the Royal Rumble. So 3 out of the 4 horsewomen have won the Royal Rumble. Becky, Charlotte, and now Bailey. Sasha is the only one who hasn't won the Rumble.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
At least they knew not to give her that.
But Rumble was good. There was a lot of good surprises, in my opinion. Good entrances, good everything. I was kind of surprised Michelle McCool wasn't in it, and I was surprised.
Trish Stratus wasn't in it either. Lita.
or Lita. Yeah, one of them two winning it. I feel like H is actually going to start using more, and this is the reason why I like the Rumble and why I like, I feel like H will be better at this. He's going to use his talent more than the part timers, and he'll put like people like a surprise, like if they re-sign him, like Andrade or Naomi, or maybe like a TNA person, just to get like a huge pop, and then have his talent obviously showcase what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rumble match, really good. What would you rate it?
Oh man, it was excellent. I'd give it like a 4.5 out of 5. It was excellent, man. It
I'll
was
agree.
wonderful.
I'll agree with
There
that.
was some botches. There was some moments that I don't really care as long as no one gets hurt. Like I used to be
Uh,
really harsh on botches, but anymore, unless the whole match is botches, then I'll care because I'm like, you guys clearly didn't practice. But it was some moments, people waiting on spots. Like there'd be a person waiting to catch someone, and they're waiting for like 5 seconds, and you can see it, and they're just like, you can tell some people maybe didn't wrestle in the Rumble before. A bit of the
yeah,
nerves were there.
there was a lot of first timers in there, so I give them a pass because it's like, oh, first time in the Rumble.
There's
Let's
not, yeah, I don't really have a problem with botches, man. I used to be really harsh on them, but I don't really care anymore, man. As long as nobody gets hurt, I only cringe at the ones where people almost get dropped on their heads and their necks and stuff, or
right.
someone slips and falls off the top rope on their head or something. Like if it's something really bad, I'll be like, oh, that was bad. But like,
Right.
it was good though, man. I mean, it's a lot of good moments, a lot of making people look good. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they did that. I'm glad that the TNA didn't just get in there for 5 seconds and get thrown out like that would happen in the past.
She
So
lasted a hot minute. I think she lasted what,
yeah,
like 30,
yeah, she was in there for a while.
which was good.
Yeah, it was a really good Rumble, man.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't figure out what was better. I still probably don't know which one I like better, the women's or the men's. It was really good, man.
Mm-hmm. On to the next match, which was surprisingly the Fatal 4-Way match.
I'm glad they just got it out of the way so we can get to other
um,
ones.
it I hate to say this, and this is the first time I'm ever going to say this with his reign. This felt like a filler match.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Sadly, man. I'm a huge fan too, but sadly.
but just because it felt like a filler match, it wasn't a terrible match. It felt good. It was a good match because that they'll put up good matches. It's Roman, it's Randy, it's LA Knight, AJ Styles. They're the four best workers right now we have. So the fact that it felt like a filler, everyone already knew who was going to win. It was just kind of a bad situation to be in. Um, but the match was still pretty good. Um,
Do you think this was supposed to be a Seth Rollins match, and just because of his injury, he didn't get to have it? Or do you think it
I,
was meant to be Roman Reigns the whole time?
it was going to be Roman. It's the Rumble. I feel like I feel like the reason why the card was probably really small was because of the Seth thing. I feel like Seth would have had a match on there, and I feel like it would have probably went women's match, Seth's match, U.S. title match, Roman's match, Rumble.
Yeah.
But with Seth being injured, they were kind of like, okay, let's just do women, Roman, U.S. men's, which good, cool, good job. You guys did good.
Yeah. They pulled it off.
The ending was honestly really cool. AJ looked like a very bad bump, but he looked fine afterwards. So good selling on his part.
Yeah.
He So what happened was LA Knight was in the ring. AJ was on the rope. Roman recovered. Superman punched Knight. Knight backed up. Went into AJ. Styles took like the most vicious rope bump I've ever seen, and like
Yeah.
got in the ring and then just got speared. I was like, he's dead.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
And then the match was over, so everyone's like, okay, we knew he was winning. The match was still good. Some people probably say okay. It was okay or good. I don't think it was bad. If you think it was bad, you're just being a dumb mark.
Mm.
It was either okay or good. I don't. We know who was gonna win. It is what it is. Um, what would you rate that match?
Um, I would say it was okay. I mean, I wasn't really engaged in it.
Which was shocking.
Yeah, it is just like it was the one match where we were just kind of waiting for it to get over with. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I already knew Roman was going to win that match.
Everyone knew it.
And you know, it was fun seeing some of the spots and everything. It was a fun fatal four way. It was decent. I'd give it a 3 out of 5. I wouldn't give it like a 5 out of 5 or a 4 out of 5, but it was a 3. I mean, it's okay. It's something to get to the next match, and I didn't think it was terrible. I mean, it was just cool seeing Randy back in another championship match, AJ back in another championship match, LA Knight get another opportunity. So yeah, I think it did more good than bad. I don't think it really
Yeah.
did anything bad per se. It was just it was filler. It was just sort of like we got to get Roman to do something before Mania, so let's just get him in this, and then we'll get him back home and have him rest up for WrestleMania. You know,
Okay.
just sort of gave Roman something to do.
Yeah. I'd give it a 4. A little bit of a 4. Just the ending kind of helped because that bump looked vicious.
Mm-hmm. It looked like it really hurt, man. Freaking felt so bad for AJ. Took 2 bad bumps back to back.
I was surprised he took the pin.
Yeah, me too. I
I
thought
was
it'd
thinking
be like maybe
Knight
Orton. Oh, you think it'd be Knight? I
because
only say Orton because Orton would probably have the least amount of damage because AJ
that is
just came
true.
back and LA Knight's a brand new talent. So
That is true. But my mind was Vince McMahon's booking to where okay, Randy just came back, AJ just came back. Neither of them can't take the pin. We know Roman's not taking the pin, so you're taking the pin, LA Knight.
that would be how it goes. Yep.
Yep. But AJ took the pin. I was surprised. I was like, whoa, well, okay,
Yeah,
AJ.
that was shocking.
I was like, okay. Um, United States Championship match: Kevin Owens taking on Logan Paul. I didn't see a lot of this match because this is where me and one of my friends went and got pizza for everyone. So you're gonna have to explain a little bit of this match. I came in towards the end, I would say. So this one's on you.
This was more like a fight. It was really hard hitting. I loved Logan Paul's attire. I loved the way his look as a champion. I'm like, see, that's what I'm really disappointed with Logan Paul's run so far. He can talk, he can wrestle, he's got a good look. He's just not there. We
Mm-hmm.
need more Logan Paul, and like he did excellent in the match. Kind of one of those matches where it was a tweeny Owens versus a heel Logan Paul, which is rare. You don't ever really get that. I don't remember the last time we got a tweenie versus a heel. Usually it's a tweenie versus face or a tweenie versus tweenie, you know.
I'm gonna say he's more of the face because everyone hates Logan. So you could literally put Jinder Mahal against Logan Paul, and Jinder would be the face.
That's true, yeah. I mean, Kevin Owens definitely got the cheers, but there was
Mm-hmm.
moments where Kevin Owens was like just brutalizing Logan, and Logan selling made me feel bad for Logan because I'm like, damn, son. Because it was really brutal, man. Just vicious chops. Kevin Owens just throwing him into the barricades as hard as he can. Really stiff shots against the ring posts. Few stiff shots with the punches and a lot of just moves that make you go, ooh, just really hard hitting, really brutal.
My man, he said I got sympathy. Everyone else was like, yeah, beat him up,
I
kill
felt
him.
bad because he was like selling so good, and I was like, "Damn, man, he's getting his ass kicked right now." I feel so bad for this dude. But like, Kevin did great, Logan did great. Honestly, they one upped Roman I don't know how you do that, but it was
They
just
did.
more emotion, uh, more just bruising, like more hits. It
Hmm.
just felt like a fight, man. It felt like how Kevin Owens should be, how he used to be, that brutal style that I missed. And I like how it's coming back, where it's just
Yeah.
him diving off the balconies and shit like he did in that one match and just doing all kinds of crazy shit. But yeah, I mean, it was physical. It was not really a lot of wrestling. It was a lot of brawling, which I'm fine with, and it was a lot of good pacing, not springboard dives everywhere. Logan Paul knows what he's doing. Kevin Owens knows what he's doing. The ending was genius. One of my favorite endings to a wrestling match in a while. Uh, yeah, it was a fucking excellent match. I'm giving it a 4.5 or a 4 out of. I probably would give it a 4, a solid 4 out of 5. It was really good. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. It was brutal. It was intense. Kevin Owens was on another level in this match, and yeah, Kevin Owens looks really good now, and Logan Paul looks really good, like a fighting champion after all that. Even though he had a dirty way to win, but he just the way that he wasn't that he was just taking all these really nasty bumps that not a lot of celebrity guests, whatever you want to call him, a celebrity wrestler, yeah, a lot of them wouldn't take bumps like that. So I think he did a good job, man.
Hmm.
I think they both did a good job.
I came in when Logan started to get more of the offense in, and then um, he was trying to cheat with one of his goons with the brass knuckles, and then Austin Theory and Grayson Waller came out. They gave him the brass knuckles, and he went to hit Kevin. Kevin blocked it. He took the knuckles and hit Logan with it, but didn't cover him up. And then the ref counted 1, 2, and was like, "Hold up, what's that?" And Kevin was like, "It ain't nothing, man." And he got disqualified. And then Kevin was very angry, so Kevin took his frustration out on Logan after the match, beat him up, put him through the announcer table, just pretty much beat him up. And I was like, okay, I like that. Yeah, I probably would give that a 4. Definitely a 4 out of 5 right there. I thought it was really good. Um, we were just enjoying everything, man. It was just a fun little match, and having the Roman match was still pretty decent, and everything in between. And now we get to um the men's Royal Rumble, and the men's Royal Rumble was pretty good. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and go, "Oh my god, I'm mad that Okada wasn't there. I'm mad MJF wasn't there. I'm mad this guy, this guy, this guy." It's like, bro, you had your expectations a little bit too high. You know,
And
um,
I can admit, maybe I did too, but I didn't let it affect. I didn't let it affect the way I look at the show. I still think it was an excellent Rumble. I just was like, man, I definitely would have popped if MJF would have popped up. And
I
that's
would
why,
have too.
like that 30 number, we were all waiting on MJF, and I felt so bad for Sammy because everyone was like, MJF, MJF, and then Sammy comes out, and we're all like, yay, it's Sammy. Hi,
Yeah,
Sammy.
you can't boo Sammy. Okay, you can't. So that's why they did it, and no one booed him. I was good. I was happy. But yeah, Andrade came back. Almost came back. Um,
I was wondering what happened to him.
Braun Breaker was in it, and I wish I never seen him in my life.
My God, yeah, we got to talk about that. Freaking
This man,
fear
uh,
galore, throwing everybody over. I knew that was going to happen as soon as I.
this this man got the Brock Lesnar treatment of a Rumble. Was just throwing everyone out and was just cleaning house. He eliminated Almost. Almost.
Yep,
I was not
that's
happy with
crazy.
this. And you know who eliminates big old Braun Breaker? Dominic
Dum Dum.
Mysterio. Dom eliminates Braun Breaker. I'm like, hey, yo, I actually like Dominic right now.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
cool.
that was like the perfect time for like him to get cheered a little bit. And I think he did because everyone was like, "Oh, thank God he's out." And
Mm-hmm.
then what
I
did
know I
Braun Breaker
was.
do? What did Braun Breaker do on his way out? He speared JD for no reason.
I know.
Why?
Poor JD.
Why? That's just mean, man.
JD McDonough didn't do nothing to deserve that.
He was just walking, and then R-Truth comes out, throws him into the ring. He gets eliminated, and he's mad as a hornet. And then R-Truth gets on the apron and is looking at Dominic. He's going, tag! And we're sitting there like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, R-Truth was on fire tonight. He was on
And
fire.
the pop he got when he got tagged in. Holy crap.
Yeah, it was amazing. R-Truth was cracking me up the whole night.
And then Damian Priest ruined him. I mean, not ruined him, but eliminated him.
Damien just got him out of there. Get the fuck out of here.
He was like, bruh, did I not cut you right on the merch deals? But it was good. And then Punk came, and then Gunther came out. Punk came out, and like the final four was Sammy. Wasn't it Sammy?
I think it's Sammy, Drew, Punk, and Cody. Or no, Gunther
Nah,
was in there,
Gunther.
right?
Yeah, it was Gunther. It was Gunther. I forgot about freaking Drew. It was Gunther, Drew, Punk, and Rhodes. And then Punk eliminated Drew. And then Cody eliminated Gunther. And we got a, honestly,
That's Punk's next rivalry, by the way, is Drew.
you think?
Yeah, because he literally did what he told Drew he was going to do. He's like, I'm going to eliminate you first.
I mean, he did. But it came down to Cody and Punk. And they were having a banger wrestling match in there.
Yeah. That was pretty cool how they gave them like the end of the match, just like sort of go in there and wrestle and, you know, have a little moment, have like a little mini match in the Rumble. And I thought it was a good ending. And I'm glad that Cody won the Rumble because
I
I
was surprised.
I was surprised, but I'm glad. And I also called it because I'm like, man, Punk just came back. He has even had an actual match on television, you know, or on a pay-per-view in a while. And I'm like, there's no way they're gonna give him the Rumble win. They've got to have Cody win it because who the hell else is gonna beat Roman? Like, there ain't nobody else. So let CM Punk get his shot at WrestleMania on his own, and then let Cody go after Roman. Because The Rock ain't going to be at WrestleMania this year. He's pretty much off his role now. So we don't know when we're going to get The Rock versus Roman Reigns, if it'll ever happen now. But, like, when that happens, I'm like, okay, give Cody the win. Because why would you give it to CM Punk, who just came back, you know? Let CM Punk. Now, if CM Punk is still here next year, maybe give him that. We don't know who's going to be around by then. We don't know who's going to rise up. You know, Mello might be the biggest next star. Trick might be the next big star. We'll see.
Oh yeah, Trick Williams, bruh.
He was on fire, man. He was
I
on
was
fire.
I was surprised he didn't come into the Rumble.
Yeah, dude, he's been on fire a lot lately. So I think he's the next big star, as well as Mello and Wesley too. But yeah, I thought it was a cool ending, and I'm personally glad that Cody won. I know a lot of people were like, no, should have been Punk, should have been CM Punk, and I'm like, why? You know, y'all don't want Goldberg to win when he comes back. That'd be like, it'd be no difference if Goldberg were to come back and win the Rumble. It's the same thing. So I'm over here like, yeah, Punk can get that world title without the Rumble. He don't need the Rumble. And maybe one day down the road he can win it when it's not as obvious as Cody Rhodes winning. Because I was like, yeah, it's very obvious that CM Punk is going to win this Rumble. There's nobody else. But as it got closer, I was like, nah, man. If The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania, it's Cody. So I'm glad that it was Cody. I thought it was going to be Punk for a long time. I was like, yep, it's Punk. But then as I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, nah, man, they're not going to do that. And if they did, I'd be like I'd be happy, but I'd be kind of disappointed because I'm like, letting CM Punk just sort of win that when he just came back, and we don't even know if he's in ring shape. I mean, he did pretty good though. I'll admit, CM Punk held his own. He didn't botch. He didn't run out of stamina. He was doing good. So I'm glad. There was nothing bad about that Rumble and that ending, to me at least.
Yeah. I was just surprised, with it. But hey, it is what it is. It was a good Rumble. Cody won. Cody's obviously going after Roman. I swear if he loses, I swear if he loses.
Oh, that's when I'm really going to be mad. Yeah, there's no excuse. Because if he beats Cody again, then what's the point of what's going to happen? It's kind of one of those things where, okay, if not Cody, then who? Who else are you going to get?
Like, who's going to win?
Who? CM Punk?
If Cody can't do it, Punk can't do it.
So. Yeah.
But I thought it was good. Rumble was good. What would you rate the men's Rumble?
I'd give it a 4 out of 5. It was pretty good. I didn't have any problems with it. I thought it was entertaining, and I'm fine with the more comedic choices in the Rumble. I'm fine with all that. It was really good to me.
I'd agree. 4 out of 5 was a good rating for it. What would you give the show overall?
I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It was really solid, even though there was that one match, the Fatal 4-Way, where I just thought it was okay. I thought all 3 of the other matches held up the show really well, and yeah, it ended up really surprising me. It ended up being a really surprising and really well done show. I really enjoyed it.
I agree. And 9 out of 10, it was pretty good. We enjoyed it. We were all sitting there and, having a good time and just doing what we loved. And, well, not doing what we loved, but we were watching what we loved and we were just having fun. And it felt good. And, yeah, I definitely gave it a 9 out of 10. It was really good. I had fun. Did you have fun watching it?
Oh yeah, it was a blast. It was cool finally getting a Rumble again. I mean, I know it happened last year, but I'm just glad that the tone has sort of changed with these Rumbles, where it's like we've went from being like, oh man, really, Batista, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Triple H, really, like all of those really like lackluster winners, to like now we're like happy. Like, oh shit, Cody won it again. Okay, cool, good ending. Or when Edge won it, it was like, oh, cool, Edge got it.
Mm-hmm.
And now with Triple H booking everything, I'm hoping. I trust him, man. I hope I hope there's a good story here. I think there is.
Yeah, I almost said Roman. Yeah, I think Triple H will
Roman
be
starts booking. Roman's booking everything. I'm not losing.
I feel like
I want to beat Bruno's record.
I feel like Triple H knows what to do and how to do it.
Yeah, I agree, man.
But yeah, I think we're gonna call it a episode. I just want to say thanks for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me, man.
Glad that you got to come over and watch the Rumble and have fun with everyone and just have a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and definitely can't wait for the next one, man. That'll be a lot of fun.
I can't wait for Chamber in Australia.
Yeah, watching it at freaking 8 a.m. I hope you're ready for that.
Oh, frick.
Yeah, I think it starts at 8 or 9 or something like that.
I'm gonna see real quick.
I'm like, God dang, you better have your coffee and your eggs and your pancakes ready to watch that pay-per-view.
Oh no. Oh, what the heck?
Huh?
I messed up. Hold on.
Oh no, what you do?
4:30 a.m.
Oh my God.
Huh?
Better be pre-show. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that one. We might have to catch the replay.
Oof. Okay. Elimination Chamber, February. Five a.m.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? The
Woo!
time.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't know if I'll be able to watch that one live.
We might have to watch it when we wake up and just skip Instagram and everything.
Yeah, just watch the replay.
But yeah, thanks for coming on and talking about some wrestling.
Oh, no problem, man. It was cool to talk with you again about wrestling, and thanks for having me on, man.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Um, I will say some changes will probably be coming to the channel soon. Um,
Ooh.
I will still be doing mainly wrestling stuff, but I will be starting more of an educational reptile channel as well with this. So I'm going to try to start, posting stuff with that and, eventually show off the snakes. I feel like I'll probably make a video Friday if I have the time and if Mr. Horror Boy can help me out with it. I need a cameraman.
Yeah, sure. I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate. But yeah,
Mhm.
definitely will be showing off the snakes and everything, and and getting everything ready because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. You guys are gonna meet.
Oh yeah, he's got the
But
whole set.
but yeah, just want to let y'all know with that. In that case, I will see everyone in the next stream.
Alrighty, y'all. You guys have a good night. Thanks for
You,
watching.
yep. Everyone have a good rest of the night and stay hydrated.
Hydration.